Welcome back to the Deep Dive. So today we're jumping into a really interesting piece of professional gear. It's the Thor broadcast F-16A RCA-TxRx. It's a 16-channel audio over fiber kit. And our mission today is pretty simple. Figure out how this audio-to-fiber converter, basically solves one of the biggest headaches in pro audio.
It's a great topic because this device really signals a shift away from, old school copper wiring. We're talking about sending pristine, high quality audio over distances that used to be, well, basically impossible without serious signal loss.
Okay, so let's get into the first thing that really stands out. The sources say it is incredibly user-friendly, like completely digital. It needs no configuration or any adjusting needed.
Exactly. It's pure plug and play. You have a transmitter, a receiver, and that's it. And that simplicity is, it's really a direct result of the technology itself. You're using light.
Right, fiber optics.
Yeah, and because of that, you immediately eliminate all the classic problems. The sources are really clear on this. No interference from adjacent power line sources or other.
So no more ground hum. No more shielding headaches.
Gone. You just don't have to worry about it because the transmission medium isn't electrical.
And the quality's locked in, too. It's 24-bit digitally encoded. That's broadcast standard. I also noticed it's TAA compliant, which, for people who don't know, basically means it's built to a standard that's good enough for government contracts.
It's a seal of quality, for sure. Which brings us to the distances this thing can handle. This is where it just gets wild. On single-mode fiber, this unit can push a signal up to 20 kilometers.
20 kilometers, that's over 12 miles.
12 miles of perfect audio. Even with the more common multi-mode fiber, you're still looking at 2 kilometers or about 3,000 feet. I mean, copper can't even touch that.
But, long distance is pointless if the audio quality degrades. We're looking at 16 channels, standard RCA connectors. But the specs are where it shines. The signal-to-noise ratio is cited as greater than 70 dB.
And that 70 dB figure is huge. It means your signal is incredibly clean. You could be in a massive stadium, crank the gain, and you won't hear any background hiss from the line itself. Just silence.
And what about the frequency response? It's listed at 10 Hz to 29 kHz.
So that's the entire range of human hearing and then some. It means nothing is being compressed or lost. What you put in is exactly what you get out.
Okay, let's talk about the physical connection for a second.
Yeah.
The optical standard is STPC. Why that specific one?
That's a great question. STPC is a rugged bayonet-style connector. It locks in tight. It's built for field use, which makes perfect sense when you see the operating temperature range from a freezing -20 Celsius up to a scorching +75.
Wow.
Yeah, and you pair that with an MTBF, that's mean time between failures of over 100,000 hours. This thing is built to be installed and forgotten about. It's a workhorse.
Which explains the list of applications, right? We're seeing rental, staging, concerts, theaters, stadiums, all heavy-duty professional environments.
Exactly. They all share that one critical need, sending lots of high-quality audio over very long distances with zero compromise. Think about a theme park or a massive concert venue. You need to run audio for miles without even thinking about an electrical line causing a hum. This makes that possible.
So the big takeaway here is that technology like this fundamentally changes the game. It takes the wire, the physical distance, and the electrical noise completely out of the equation.
It does, and that leaves you, our listener, with a really interesting question to think about. If a system like this can send perfect, high-fidelity audio over 20 kilometers, making the wire itself almost irrelevant, what's the real bottleneck now? What part of the chain poses the biggest challenge to achieving perfect sound? Is it the microphone, the preamps, or is it maybe the room acoustics on either end? Something to chew on.